programs are awesome. It's a way for you to gain success really quickly. What is success? I mean, being able to financially manage yourself and do things on your own. It's a pretty quick process to do that. You get into a technical program, and then in our situation, 2 semesters later at EPT, you go out to an internship and make a living wage. And that's a lot of technical programs can offer something like that.
Welcome to Electrical Power Technology. We call it EPT. What we do here is train young people to become linemen. And it's a very rewarding career. It can be a very challenging career also. And when we train here, we have all the safety gear that the industry has. So when we train people to climb poles, then we do it with fall arrest gear. But we need to start from the beginning, letting you know that we do work aloft. We work at heights up to 50 feet. If anyone has trouble with that, that's okay, but you need to find another program, because we're going to challenge you to go to those heights and work, and you have to be comfortable and think about your work and have confidence in what you're doing to be successful. And we want everybody in EPT to be successful. Our program is a certificate program, which you can get in 3 semesters with the supporting gen eds here at the college, or it can be an applied science degree, which is a 2-year program, and you can do that here at the college in 2 years, or you can get the certificate, go to work, and then do on-the-job training while you're working, go to school and work all at the same time. It's a great concept, and a lot of our students do that and end up with an applied science degree. Our students have about a 90% or better job placement rate. We do not get jobs for students, but we train students where they're qualified, then they can apply and get those jobs themselves. We have an industry advisory board that is very dedicated to our program. They want high quality replacements in the industry. They support us very well. They also supply us with materials and things to work with, and they also will hire students, and we appreciate that very much. When we're on campus here, we treat EPT classes like they're a job. We expect you not to be here on time. We expect you to be here early for work. We expect you to be early and ready to go. It means you have your books, you have pencils, you have everything you need for that session. And if you come here at 8 o'clock, you're really considered late. We want the best. We're going to train you to be the best employees, and that's what industry wants, high quality replacements. Right now, our students are away doing internships and getting ready to start their internships. That's in the 3rd semester of the program. We do a summer internship that requires 400 work hours, and when you come back from that, you'll have a good taste of what industry is. It's hard work, and it's outside and every day, all kinds of weather. If you're an outside, outdoors person, then this is for you. You'll like this. When we train, we are in the classroom every morning for 4 hours. We work on safety, we work on system design, electrical theory, transformers like this one right here. Transformer connections is very important to our industry. How we deliver power to our customers. We use Ohm's law, we use a lot of a theory that was developed by Nikola Tesla, and he's kind of the godfather of our industry. Okay, when you're on campus here, if you want to be in sports, you can be. We will work around sports schedules. We do a lot of work with wrestlers. We've had baseball players, any of the sports, rodeo. We will work around those schedules so that you can take advantage of those as well. Every afternoon we're in the lab field from 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock, and we expect you to have a tool set. The tool set costs about $2,000. It's expensive, but it's the very best tools that you can get for this industry. A good set of tools will make it a lot more comfortable for you to climb poles and work aloft. We'll work every afternoon, like we said, so it's kind of a combination of morning and classroom. Every afternoon it's a lot of hands-on and hands-on lab training. We work out of bucket trucks also, and we'll get you ready for industry. You need to have a good driving record. Conditions of employment for line workers is to be able to get a Class A CDL, which is commercial driver's license with a 24,000-pound truck, air brakes, endorsement, also a combination truck and trailer. We will help you with that, but you have to have a good driving record. So please take care of your driving records. Now, our classes are Monday through Thursday. We do this for a reason. If you need to be gone for a doctor's appointment or you need to schedule something off campus, please do that on Friday. And that way then you won't interrupt the training sessions. We have 4 locations in Kansas. We're at Pratt at the campus here, our home campus. We're also in Wichita with WSU Tech. We're in Coffeyville Community College in Coffeyville, Kansas. And we have a location in Dodge City with Dodge City Community College as well. So we're spread out over the state. It's the same program in each location, same training. Every place that you go in one of our programs, you'll be trained the same. We have high quality instructors that have one thing in mind, and that's helping you get a great start in this industry and to be prepared, be ready to go.
Jeff Hoffman at Pratt Community College. Oh man, the camaraderie is great. The friends and people that you meet along the way, and then getting to build something that's going to last probably at least my lifetime. A lot of the projects that you get to do out there in the field, power restoration and whatnot, very, very rewarding. I thought that it would be very rewarding to get these young people out in the field where I enjoy being as well. We're going to spend every morning in the classroom, with the exception of once in a while we do move out to the truck shed to do some hands-on training. Every afternoon is spent out in the lab field. We do not have class on Fridays. We do that so that if you have a doctor's appointment or something that you need to go to, you can go do that. Being a college kid sometimes is tough financially, and so this gives them an opportunity to go out and have a part-time job on the weekends and whatnot, make a little money as well. Here in the classroom, we work on system design in here, do electrical theory with Dave, industrial safety is another one. We do a lot of things that are geared towards safety. Oh man, if you're not taking care of yourself and taking care of your brother, then somebody may not go home at the end of the day. And our job every day is to get our job done, get our task done, and get everybody home safe. Safety is number one in this industry. They don't typically go on to additional education. Aside from working through whatever company they hired onto, they work through their own journeyman program. A lot of times that's 4 to 5 years after they've started employment with that person to work through their journeyman program to finish out. Might take 4 to 5 years. Aside from that, they go all over the state, our surrounding states. And from there, depending on what company they work for, I had students their first week out on internship, working in New York and all the way down the East Coast, ending up in Louisiana and working. Hurricane season was pretty big for us this year. And so for those guys to get a start, their career in that type of environment was huge for some of them. Their parents contacted me and said, or I had a couple of parents contact me and said, this kid doesn't know what to do with all the money he's raking in. So I find that quite entertaining. You know, average salary right out of the gate, maybe 35,000 a year, but it varies a lot. Whether you work for a municipality or whether you work for a co-op or a contractor, and it all varies because of differences in benefits, differences in work schedule, differences in how hard the work is, those types of things. There's a wide variation, anywhere from $12 to $25 an hour is the variation. My advice to the students and how I advise them is to get your degree. Get your degree, it makes you more employable. Be real with people so that when you interview for those companies, they have to have you. You know, when you show up to an internship, that's like a 3-month-long interview, and you need to work your butt off for that guy. Even if he doesn't hire you, you want to make him wish he did. You want to make him wish he could. Lab training out in the field, it's so varies. Climbing poles is number one. Everybody has to be very comfortable, very confident on the pole. You know, transferring and moving material on the pole is a big one. A lot of guys have a good time doing cross-arm change-out. Cross-arm change-out is one of those bragging rights types of things that if you're good at it, then you know it, and if you're not good at it, you're still trying. You want to get better because there's a lot of pride in a lot of the things that you do. I have a lot of fun teaching the kids how to run an extendo. It's a fiberglass telescoping pole that we use to change a fuse barrel, and I think that's a lot of fun because it takes skill, it takes practice. Very few people are good at it the first time, but once they've gained that skill and it's a windy day and they have success, they enjoy it. On top of that, or along with that, just generally climbing poles and becoming a very good climber. Some of these guys really surprise you. Most of them climb better than I do at the end of it, so it's great. Their favorite things to learn out in the field, transitioning. It's where we have to get up and over an obstacle out in the field. That's one of their favorite things to learn. Cross-arm change-out is another one of their favorite things to learn. You know, it goes past, I can complete that task, to how fast can I complete that task safely. And so they're constantly driven to be better than the next guy. And so that competitive training and things that they do out there, there's a lot of bragging rights that comes along with it. What about the football? When you get up in the air as a new student, on the ground, I see shaky knees. I see shaky feet. I see people that don't want to let go of their fall restraint because they're nervous. Well, it's a lot easier to be confident if you're doing something you enjoy, something that you find fun. And so if you have a football and you're tossing that thing around, now my mind is, can I catch that? Can I pay attention to that? And it's not, are my hooks in the pole right? Is my fall restraint adjusted right? They're not so concerned about falling, they're more concerned about catching that football. If they don't catch the football, sometimes they have to do a task. They have to go circle the pole, or they have to come down and back up. And it is exhausting to come down and back up to do up downs. And so that's their encouragement to catch the ball. We start that about halfway up the pole, and then once they progress and they're at the full height, dropping the ball is now less of an option, because if I drop the ball, I have to go down and back up, and it's a little overweight. So more effort. It's also a very easy transition to drop the football, get rid of it, put a wrench in your hand, put a hammer in your hand. It's a really easy transition from play to work. It's a brotherhood, and these guys care about each other, and ultimately they're going to take care of each other out there on the line. Even though you never stop learning, You never stop training in this industry. You never stop learning new things and new safety methods and whatnot. You know, just the feeling of success and knowing that anything out on that line that goes wrong, I could handle that task probably with a helper or two. On top of that, I would say that any young women that might be interested in working outside, don't mind, you know, building stuff and working with their hands and manual labor, it can be a very exciting and rewarding career for them as well. We've set up this program to where the student can easily obtain the knowledge. We use T&D Power Skills. It's a video-based learning program. It sets this thing out from somebody who doesn't really understand anything about line work, and it helps them progress to an entry-level position in a very fluid manner. On top of that, the experience that Dave and I, or Jerry, Otto, and Dean Center have to add to the classroom, it really helps. And we enjoy it. We enjoy seeing and seeing the students learn things. We enjoy telling our stories out there in the field, and it's easy to learn from other people's mistakes sometimes. We'll tell you what we did wrong and what you could do right, so it works pretty good.
To get into this program, we have an application because of the industry's high quality standards. We want you to apply. Please go to admissions at Pratt Community College and talk with Elise Birdsong, is our EPT recruiter. She will help you get started. She has all the information, and she's very capable, and she's well trained at working with students and helping them enter our program. We want you to get a good start, and this is the way to do it. It's a career, it's not a job. We're getting you set for the rest of your life here, and you can do it, believe it or not, in 3 semesters. It's that easy. So if you're interested, if you think you can be challenged and do this, then by all means apply, and we'd be glad to have you in this program.